phone, trying to zoom. See that? It's stuffed full of crap. I gotta get a rod and get that stuff out of there. See the water is dripping way back there. And over. Oops, sorry, I wasn't pointing the camera. The water's dripping way back here. And on both sides. And it's because that, I don't know, you probably saw it the first time, but they just, because that's clogged. So you get a good, that's a vent. You can see the water trying to drip out of it. So that's the problem. See it dripping onto the exhaust now. We still got to clean out more of it. It's still clogged, but when I poked my magnet stick through it, it started dripping down. There's a bunch of pine shavings that was full in there. I just used this and dug it out. Trying to show you the air conditioning vent. See it dripping right there, that little round hole. Straight up. There, see it? Right there. That's dripping. I don't know if there's another one on this side. Okay, so here's the air box options I have. That's it. So I can change my shift preferences, and I put it on plus 25% on every gear, and I can go to negative. 0 is a pretty soft shift. When I had it on 0 just a minute ago on a test drive. So for each gear you can select a percent. That's the hardest it'll shift. So that's what I'm doing. Except for 3 to 5. I don't see any reason to turn that up, because that one would be when you're going slow, I would imagine. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should just turn it up, just because I don't know. And then that. Approve. Change it to 7,200 RPMs, axle ratio 315. BBK was, I looked it up, it looks the closest to what I have. Continue. So now it's going to change my map. Looking around for a place to mount this, and I found this hose, and it looks like it goes down to the transmission. See? Just wondering if you know where that connects at. So this here is a check valve in it. So I'm not sure how that was helping anything. I thought check valves needed vacuum to work. This one was open. So I got this started here with the replacement AN fitting, and it goes around that way and goes to the filter, which I used an angle drill, or right angle drill, and tapped it into this air box because I looked over here for a place, and then it's, you know, the paint, and I was like, well, if I ever go to turbo, that's going to get deleted anyway, and this will have to wind up finding a different place, but it's pretty non-invasive, so that's where it's at. And there's no more PVC valve. I don't think I need that though with the way this is set up. If you're using a vacuum, then the PCV valve becomes pretty important. But if you're not, if it's just going to a catch can and with no vacuum, then I don't think I need it. So here's what I did to this to make it work without using a T. That's a pop can. And that hole right there is too high. The screen was sitting down on that ledge right there. So I had to make this pop can spacer so that it allows the oil to drop down through there. See? And then this screen is on top of the hole now. And when this screws on, so I can just unscrew this. I don't have to use that drain that it came with. I can just unscrew this suck it out with my vacuum pump. Change oil. It just screws down like that. And that. So that's how I fixed that problem. Okay. It says turn the vehicle's ignition key to the on position.
You go to Whitey's every time.
No. Not start engine. Press continue. Okay, so there's my options. Custom tune is blacked out. No custom tunes found. But it's got the 5.0 Mustang engine preloaded tunes. Those are the preloaded 2 tunes that it came with. So it knows that it already put a tune on the computer, and it wants me to load the changes to the tune option list. So fuel octane, I can change that. I can change the airbox or the throttle body, and axle ratio, the revs, speed limit, rev limit and neutral, idle speed, and I can change my wide open throttle so that I can change it to shift gears by miles per hour instead of RPM. And I can change how hard it shifts, which I got it shifting as hard as it can. So if I change any one of these things, it'll reload the custom tune. So I can customize it in several different ways. So it's got this 93 octane tune, and I can do 91 or 87. And they advertise that it has 2 custom tunes, but it's really kind of got 3. But if I change anything on this, it's another different custom tune. I could try one of these air cleaners that I think might bring more air in. That might help. I could try a bigger, just throwing a bigger throttle body in there. Maybe it'll add more fuel or something. I don't know, but I mean, it sets its fuel ratio, so it's not running lean or nothing. So it seems to be getting the fuel it needs. So that's, as far as I can tell, the custom tunes. I couldn't figure out this data logging because it only seems to do two things: this control module voltage and coolant temp. I could stop data logging, start data logging. Turn. So it seems to only record two things, which are absolutely useless. Here we go. I guess I can try that.